everything wrong. This is completely everything you shouldn't do. Hey, this is Chris Clugston, the Jedi Dog Master, and I'm actually going to do a reaction video where I'm going to play parts of the video. Make sure I don't get any copyright strikes. So a lot of things are going to be freeze frame. But this is a dog trainer who has a lot of bizarre ideas, and I will get to those. But he says he's training a service dog. Now, I've seen some interactions with this dog in other videos with different things, and this dog cannot be a service dog. And one of the things I want to talk about is like you just can't make every dog a service dog, meaning dog that you use to, you're using the dog like as a tool for whatever disability you might have, or the person might have that you're training the dog for. And there's certain things that they generally all can do, like pick up things and retrieve things and carry things and point, but they're calm dogs and they don't react much. That's one of the personality traits, just like you couldn't make a midget NBA player. So you can't make every dog a service dog. And so the first thing he's done is that this dog, it doesn't cut it for that because of the personality, disposition, temperament, whatever word you want to use. So that's one of the first things. Now this guy is a type of person who's giving the slip chain collar a bad name, and I'm going to cover this in many ways because one, he's got it on the wrong way for the way he's pulling for the side that he has his dog on, which is on, it looks like the right side in this video. He's got the collar backwards, so it doesn't actually relax on its own. It's going to stay tight. All right, one of the other things that he's constantly doing is he's got tension. He's pulling, so he's giving this the choke chain name. Basically, he's got a slight choke on the dog at all times, and he's trying to refrain the dog from doing things that dogs want to do. He doesn't want the dog to air sniff. He doesn't want the dog to check out anything. He wants the dog to pay attention to him, but he doesn't know how to train the dog to focus attention on the person, on the handler in this case. And he doesn't know these things. He has an ideology where he wrongly assumes that dogs and the trainer are like a parent-child. That's not true, and especially he's assuming that it's a parent-child relationship in the West. When there are many different types of parent-child relationships. The guy doesn't have a counseling degree. He doesn't have a psychology degree. He doesn't know much about anything really. He was a canine handler, not a trainer, canine handler a long time ago. Now he's retired, he's from Canada, he's married to somebody in the United States, so obviously that's why he's in Florida in a condo with an HOA. He has a midget dog. And this is not showing. If you want to be a dog trainer and you want to impress people, you're going to have multiple dogs that you can show. He has no demo dog, for one thing. So he doesn't have a dog to show what he's trying to get across, but he just talks, and it's non sequiturs all. And unbased claims. He makes claims like the parent-child thing, going on, and bribery. He doesn't even understand what the word bribery is. I have another video about that. You can look at that. He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand operant and respondent conditioning, which is the basis of everything. That's just those are scientific facts. That's not like I believe in this and I don't believe in this. And doesn't work. So it's no wonder that he doesn't know how to get the dog to actually focus on him, because his skill level is pathetically low. I have challenged him, by the way, to the Jedi Dog Master Challenge, because he thinks he's a dog trainer. He can't do it. He won't do it. He just makes excuses. All these people go off on tangents when they can't do it. Look, you can either run a 4-minute mile or you can't. And talking about how you got all these shoes and you believe in different types of shoes, Nikes are, I'm using Adidas and this is wrong. And this is the sort of non sequiturs that this guy comes up with. He's never passed the logic course. With many dog trainers get into faulty logic, and they also make errors because they don't have the academic grounding. They read something or hear something second hand, third hand, fourth hand, and they don't know, and they make base claims that they cannot back up, like this parent-child relationship. Prove to me that dogs and humans are like a parent-child relationship, and then prove to me that it's a Western parent-child relationship, because they're different. And if you knew sociology and anthropology, you wouldn't understand that. But he doesn't, and I'm cluing people in. Now look, people, I'm a polymath. I know a great deal of many different subjects, because I don't talk about things I don't know. So what is he doing wrong here? Again, he's got constant tension on this collar. He's not letting the dog loose. The dog needs to be able to make decisions on his own, not being forced, like corralled at all times, pinned up basically, or handcuffed. That's a good way to put it, because he's handcuffing the dog. So the dog can't make decisions other than that. And that is not, forcing control on a dog like that is not making a dog that can make the decisions and do a service dog work. That's not how it works. Like this guy, for example, these type of people that believe like this could never train a movie dog. Never. And they couldn't work with sled dogs either. Any dog or a tracking dog, actually, unless the dog's already trained, and then he's just hanging on to the end of the leash and letting the dog do the work. But the point is, this guy, Dale the Fail McCluskey, has a very weird idea that he's trying to promote, and I want people to understand that this guy is doing everything wrong, and this is what gives some of the other people in the pet dog training sphere ammunition, because he doesn't know what he's doing at all. He doesn't produce great dogs. He tries to talk the owners into believing that his ideology is correct and that they're doing this correctly, and that the dog can pull off some of these things that he wants the dog to do sometimes, not all the time. That's generalization. He doesn't know how to do that. And he also trying to convince people that many dogs can be service dogs. They cannot be. Just like saying, you know, you're going to make a Chihuahua a sled dog? What, a wheel dog? A lead dog? Is not going to happen. You know, the same thing with a Basset Hound. Can't happen. Basset Hound's going to be the next, what's that called? The pool diving, the dock diving sport for dogs. The Basset Hound's not going to do well in that. Either they have the genetic background, predisposition for when you want certain tasks done, or they don't. And this is a case of where the guy's trying to promote himself across the board as if being an expert, but he's no expert. Not at all. And failure to demonstrate that you can show skill is one of the biggest ways to know that somebody's not a good dog trainer. And that's why the Jedi Dog Master Challenge remains, because it shows training skill across many different types of dogs and many different things. It's not one sport. It's not a pattern. It's not cherry picking the dogs. And so this is something I want you to be aware of. But you can look at this and see how wrong he is. And this is what I do. This I'm putting this up here for. I'm giving you a learning, educational experience this time. You get to see what's wrong. So don't do what he's doing.